Hey guys, what's up? I'm Grace and today I'm going to be doing my September wrap-up. I read 7 books in the month of September and I loved every single one of them, so I'm really excited to talk about them. Okay, so the first book I read was Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, and this is the first book in the Grisha trilogy. I'm sure you guys know or have read this by now, but if you haven't, I'll just do a little synopsis on it. It's about this girl named Alina, and she's in the army, and in the beginning of this book she has to cross the Fold, and the Fold is like this big dark expanse of land and not many people have crossed over and survived. Something happens to where she's noticed by the Darkling, and the Darkling is second in command to the king, and so he is intrigued by Alina because of something, and she is sent off to court. That's all I will say because I don't want to spoil it if you have not yet read it. I gave this 4.5 stars. The next book I read was Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo, and this is the sequel to Shadow and Bone. I won't talk about it because it is a sequel, but I will say I didn't like it as much as I liked Shadow and Bone. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers, and this is a historical fiction novel set in the 1400s. It follows a girl named Ismay, and she is sent to a convent full of nun assassins. I loved all the characters and just basically everything about this book, and I'm really excited to read the sequel. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi. Again, I really loved this book. The reason why I think I loved it so much is because I went into it blind. I didn't know anything about it, so I didn't have any expectations or ideas what it was going to be about. So yes, I gave this 4.5 stars. Next book I read was The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. And if you guys have seen my previous videos, you know that The Fifth Wave was like my favorite book of 2014 as of yet. I still have lots of time to read. I love this book. I didn't like it as much as The Fifth Wave, but it was still really good. It is significantly smaller than The Fifth Wave, which is like a pet peeve of mine. I don't like when the sequels are smaller than the first book. Anyway, this book seriously had me questioning everything. I was like, oh wait, so okay, this is what's going on. And then I flipped the page and I was like, wait, no, this is what's going on, or what? But I love Rick Yancey for making me think through the whole book. Like, it's so thought-provoking. I loved it. There's like a villain in it, and her name is Grace, and she's such a bitch. And I'm kind of bummed that her name's Grace because my name's Grace. I don't want to share it with her. Whatever. But I give this book like 4.9 stars. The next book I read was Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins, and I freaking loved this book. It was so cute, so funny. I loved it. I love Lola. I love the fact that she dresses in costume and doesn't give a crap what people think of her. I love Cricket. Cricket is like my main guy now, you know? I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. I love this book as well. Again, I went into it not knowing anything, and I think that's how you should, because you won't have any expectations. I loved the characters, I loved the world. Everything was so good. I'm currently reading the sequel to this, and it's Rebel Spring, and it's really good. And I'm excited to get the 3rd book, which is Gathering Darkness, but it doesn't come out till like December 11th. So anyway, I gave this book 4.5 stars. So that is my September wrap-up. If you guys have read any of these books, comment down below what you guys thought of them. And if you guys have any book recommendations for me, because yeah, I want to buy new books and read them. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye!